Hello everyone, how are you? Like genuinely, how are you? I know the seasons are changing and summer comes to an end, for some sooner, for some later. And I know, or I kind of know, what that can feel like. I'm not ready for summer to end, to be honest. Some people are like super excited for fall and winter and all like the holidays that are coming, and I understand, me too, but I'm just not ready to let go summer. But I have to say that September here, like you can still see, it's the end of September. It's so crazy. I remember at the beginning of August, and I was like, oh my god, this is like the peak of summer. I really have to enjoy it. This is gonna be the best month. And it was like, August was my favorite month weather-wise on this island. Absolutely, 100%. And now we are at the end of September. Like, where's the summer? Where's the time? It's so crazy, right? So, oh, don't mind the angle. I'm just gonna do some laundry while we speak. But yeah, I just wanted to check in with you and to hear and see how you are, and to give you like a little bit of an update on my life lately. So like I said, the seasons are changing even here on the island. Since the beginning of September, the nights are so much cooler. It used to be just as warm during the night as during the day. It's not like that anymore. You are able to sleep during the night a little bit better. It's much cooler, which is really, really nice. And other than that, we did have a little bit of more like clouds and rainy days, but not too much. It's not like a drastic change, at least not what I've known before, like especially in Germany. You have like, I feel like, depending on where in Germany, but like you have like more like drastic changes in the weather. And here it's nicer, it's more mild, like a milder change, and there's just as many days where you can go, even more sunny days where you can go to the beach and still enjoy the warm water, the warm ocean. You can still go to the pools, like you can still get like even sunburn. I did get a little bit of sun yesterday and I was very red in my face, but now today it's actually a little bit better. But don't underestimate the sun here ever, not even in September. Never ever underestimate the sun here on the island. It is absolutely crazy. She is strong. So yeah, I feel like other than, you know, a little bit of more clouds, a little bit of more rain, not too much to be honest, just like a few days, and cooler nights, everything has remained the same. The island is a lot calmer. Like you can tell that there are way less like tourists and people on vacation here right now, which makes sense. I feel like September is, I think in most part of the world, like the beginning of like school again, so all the kids are back in school and so everyone is back home. And you can definitely tell like the island does feel a lot more empty, and the beaches and like the places are a lot more like less crowded for sure. And it's gonna be even more like in the next few weeks and months, until I think like you can really feel it in like December, I guess, like end of November, December. Like last year I was here in the beginning of November and you still had a little bit more touristy, like tourists. I think it's because of like fall breaks or like some school breaks before Christmas. I don't know, like it felt a little bit more touristy here, but maybe I just remembered wrong. I don't know. We will see. We will figure it out. Because I'm gonna be here again in November. And yeah, I think, I don't know if I told you before, but Kelly and this is a shared apartment. So I have a roommate and we have the lease until mid-January. So what that means is that in mid-January, we have to make a decision. So Kelly wants to go to Brazil for a few months, which is so exciting. I don't. And I have to make the decision of if I want to stay here on the island, if I want to go back to maybe Germany, which I really don't want to right now, or move somewhere else. And I think in the very first videos, or like my very first vlogs, I said that I don't think this is going to be the end goal of where I'm going to live in the future with like my family and my own kids. But I really do like the island. And so for me right now, because time is flying by so fast and we are already at the end of September, so I have October, November, December, 3 more months, and it's my birthday in November, it's Christmas and New Year's in December. We know how fast the last 3 months of the year just fly by. So I feel like I have to make a decision almost now for what is going to happen in January. And it's really, really hard for me, to be really honest, because I really love the island. I have my hobbies here now. I have my writing lessons again, which I really enjoy. It's getting so much better. I have so much footage to show you. I think next week is gonna be more of like a writing vlog, I think. Sometime next week. I don't know. But yeah, summer has been so nice, and I have like, you know, I went snorkeling, which you're going to see in a bit, like all of the snorkeling adventures and like the riding adventures, and there's so many more things that I did and that I'm gonna show you. But I really feel like I'm just so in love with the island, you know. Obviously you can go horseback riding and snorkeling and on other areas on this planet and other corners, but I feel like here on the island it just feels close, like nothing is super far away and it's more reachable. Yes, you do need a car, and I can feel and tell the difference of not having my own car and the week where I had a rental car. So you definitely need a car here, and this is something like I have in my mind. I do have a car, it's just not on the island. It is back in Germany, and it is a little bit more difficult to get the car here on the island, and very, very, very expensive. And so there's so many decisions to be made. I don't want to sell my car. I don't necessarily want to buy a new one either. So yeah, and I feel like, and I think this is something really important, because I struggle a lot between the life that I want to live and obviously the decisions that I make do have an impact on the people around me. Like everyone says like, oh, live your life the way you want it. It's your life and you only live once and all of these things. Yes, this is very much true. However, I can still feel, tell, and see what the decisions that I make have an impact, like what impact my decisions have made on the people around me, especially my family. For example, my parents, they cannot easily visit me. They cannot easily come here and see me. If they want to, they have to split up, like in the sense of not getting divorced, but in the sense of coming here individually. So my mom would have to come and my dad had to stay home with the dogs, and then he could come and my mom would stay with the dogs. But that's not really how I would like it to be. And it's just because of me living on an island. And it's because the island is only reachable with a plane. So that's like the downside of it. As beautiful as it is, it has its downsides, obviously. And I know that. And I know that it's more expensive to visit me, and it's more expensive for me to go back home and visit my family. And it's like, there's so many like pros and cons right now. And I really do want to live close to my family, on the sense of like easier reach, like for them to drive down, even if it's like 2 days drive in Europe to see me. It's so much easier and cheaper than come here on the island, obviously. But on the other hand, it also means that I have to start over again. I have to find, you know, a place that has almost the same climate as here, which is really hard to find, and sandy beaches and not rocky beaches, because I don't like that, and place where I can do horseback riding, or even kind of like the access of like maybe even like my own horse, but that's also, I think it's a little too soon for that right now. But even like just things like that, like with all of my hobbies and all of my, you know, things that I do here, I would have to start over and I would have to give it up. And it's like, I don't know if I'm ready to give it up, but I'm on the other side. I don't want other people to give up so much just for me. And I just want to make life easier for everyone and more enjoyable. And so like if everyone around me just would love to visit me or even move closer to me, just not on an island, because not everyone is an island person. I get that. I absolutely get it. Like, most people are not island people. I have to make a decision, and it's so hard, but I have to make it very soon, and I don't know what to do, to be honest. So it's gonna stay very interesting in my life. And yeah, fall season is really the season and the time for me to go inwards and to make these decisions. So yeah, if you have an idea for me, or like, you know, a place that would like be good for me in Europe, please tell me, because I'm looking. I have Italy in mind. I heard that there's some areas in France that are really nice. Would I like to live in England? Probably not, even though I love a lot about England. But I don't think it's a place where I want to live. But everything has so many pros and cons. So yeah. Anyways, that's the update on my life right now. There's a lot of internal work going on, and a lot of thinking and planning and dreaming and envisioning, but also not really want to letting go of this place. So yeah. Anyways, what I really wanted to show you this in this video is what I did last week, the week before. I went snorkeling, all right? And that was one of the best days in my life. I freaking love snorkeling. You know why? Because it is so quiet. When you snorkel, you are underwater. It is so quiet. And I know some people get freaked out by it. I love it. It is so quiet, it is so peaceful, and it's so beautiful. Like, the underwater world is a completely different world. I think in my past life I was either a mermaid or a dolphin. Yeah, probably. Because I loved it way too much. It is so exciting. It is one of my favorite hobbies, and I would love to do it every single day. Unfortunately, the beach where I'm at is not like a very snorkel, like, you cannot snorkel there. It's like a surf beach. It's a nice beach where you can go into the water for swimming, but it's not like is it called a cove, where you can actually go snorkeling. You have to drive to other like areas of the island, and they are beautiful. So highly recommend. And I really want to do more of it, and I also want to do diving too, but step by step. So anyways, have fun watching the footage,